Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Time to Roll's Campaign 1. This is episode 43. I do have a few announcements to get through before we start. Everybody's here. Everybody's ready to play. But there's a few things I need to go through. First things first is there will be no live stream or episode next week, for I am going to be traveling to my cousin's wedding, and I will not be available to do any sort of recording, DMing, or session planning whatsoever, since I will be multiple hours away from my computer. So that would be May 28th, Sunday, May 28th. I will not be live, or we won't be live, and then the 29th, there will be no episode being uploaded on YouTube or any of the podcasting platforms. So sorry about that, but it'll be good to have a nice little break. Resuming, that being said, our next session after this one will be June 4th. That would be Sunday, June 4th. And we'll pick up the story from there, and we'll see where we end off. We are coming up on our 1-year anniversary of our first upload. That I think that's the middle of June. I'd have to double check. I do plan on having some sort of announcement for that. We may be doing a. I still need to do a nice little sit down talk with a few people to see what we want to plan for that. I was trying to do a one shot, but I don't have time to do that given the being gone for a week and everything going on in my life. So hopefully we'll be able to do something special for that, and hopefully I'll get that announcement out sometime after I get back from my trip. Last announcement on there's a sale going on the store right now, www.timetorole.com, right here, where you can get 15% off your entire order. I believe the discount code is SPRING15. That's SPRING 15, all one word, where you can get 15% off your entire order. That will be ending June 1st. But if you miss out on that, don't worry. There will be other sales running hopefully sometime during the summer, and hopefully we'll be able to get some more designs out for summertime. So if you want to rep our brand, it'd be great. You can check that out. That about does it for the announcements. We'll be getting into some things pretty quickly here, and coming soon we may have another person joining us at the table. I say table in quotation marks, sometime soon. I am looking for more guests to join us, as well as potentially some old faces. So we'll see where that takes us. Be excited for that. Hopefully we'll be able to bring in some more characters and some people who can expand on our story. But I think that about does it. Let's get right into the story. That's what reading chat now. That's what laptops are for. Dude, my laptop is so shit. It is so bad. Yeah, it's there's no way I could stream everything I do. So unfortunately, that's where we're at. All right, well, let's hop into it. I believe everybody is ready. None of their cameras are on, but that is fine. Let's hop right into it.
These companies, but they've launched next to nothing.
Redfall. Woo!
Redfall. Oof.
Ooh,
Redfall. Definitely not.
What a great game.
I like Arcane too, which is the problem, and then they just put out crap.
All right.
Welcome back, Zachary.
Yes.
Welcome.
You guys ready to play some D&D?
Are we started already?
We are.
Oh,
cool.
So,
my neck.
I've already said this to stream, but I'll say it to you guys. Reminder: no session next Sunday. I won't be here. So, fortunately, I'm gonna have to take a week off. But let's get into the recap, and we'll get along with the story. So, last we left off, for those that weren't here, after a long time in the arena at the Arbington Clash, eventually the dust settled and a winner by random dice rolls was brought to the forefront, being your skyship captain, Ander, uh, after having a fierce fight with Elka's older brother, Pavin, trading blows after blows and eventually finding themselves on the winning end of the entire tournament. Uh, Before that, Elka and Vaten fought valiantly in the man versus beast category, where Elka was shown to be the most powerful warrior among that group of people, where she took first in the fight against the beast, going farthest in any round than any other people, and Vaten taking a respectable third. You were handed out your prize money before the award ceremony, and I did not write any of that down because I rolled for it. So I hope you guys took that down. And we'll get along with the award ceremony really quickly. However, there is, as you guys look up, and the rain has now stopped because it was raining prior to the last bout ending. The rain has officially come to more of a mist, and it is humid. It's hot. It's nighttime at this point. All of you are fairly exhausted, even though you have been fully healed by the clerics at the arena. The award ceremony is being set up at the moment. If there's anything you guys want to do in the meantime, there's Elka, you do see your brother over talking to Ander and chatting him up. If you wanted to do anything with him, there's Ori's still kind of. Are you still kind of sulking in the background? I'd say.
Yeah, he's gonna be like that all day.
Okay. Yeah, you look around. Ori's kind of like keeping to himself. Because of what transpired in the arena. Vaten, the moisture in the air is still kind of bothersome for you, but it is at least a little bit alleviating that it's no longer raining. Let's see here. There's bets. I took down bets. You guys should have already gotten your bet money back. Let me double check that. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Outside of the actual ceremony, I'm probably going to be sticking pretty close to Ori, especially if he's kind of not out in the rain.
Okay.
You know what? Even if he is out in the rain,
Uh,
I will stick kind of close to him.
Where would Ori be? Nate.
Where are we just hanging out at the arena till the ceremony, or?
I mean, it's last time you were there, you had come up to watch the last fight. So you're still I'd say you'd still be out there unless you decide to move.
When's the ceremony?
You see him. You see him setting up the podium right now, like in the center.
Oh, okay. So like next 30 minutes. Okay.
Within the next 5-10 minutes, you think you could judge that the ceremony is being set up. But okay, well,
he'll just sit there looking at his reflection in his axe.
Okay.
There we go.
There you go. Elka, you'll see your brother. He isn't coming up to you, but you will hear a voice in your head from your brother saying, "You don't have to, but I am staying at a local inn if we'd like to talk. But that's entirely up to you."
Go over and talk to him. Congratulate him on his fight.
He sees you walk up as he's sending the message into your head, and he's like, "Oh, looks a little awkward." I'd say make an insight check for me.
Oh no, I didn't grab my dice. Hang on.
All right. Fine. That gives me a chance to put on some quiet background music. Honestly, no, it's more jovial at this point.
16.
16. You look at his face. He can't meet eye contact with you as you walk up. He's looking very the experience that you two shared in the lair of Torben was harrowing in his eyes, and you can definitely see he's wearing that on his face. His attitude has certainly changed since then. No longer your pompous asshole older brother. He's now kind of like sheepish but excited to see you.
Okay. Good fight.
Thank you. You.
I didn't know you were gonna be here.
Neither did I. I was on my way back, and currently, and at this point he'll go into your mind. Arun's about 300 miles from here, flying pretty much over the southern portion of Sylvania. So, I was heading there to catch a ship back up home, but I ended up stopping here in Arbington and heard there was a fighting tournament, so I figured I'd sign up. You did great. I watched your entire fight with the monsters. Congrats.
Thanks. I feel like I blew it with that dragon. I should have taken it more seriously.
Well, dragons are mighty foes, but at this point he will, with his passive perception, he'll see your, he will spot the scales. You see him look right at it. Dragons, as you know, can be difficult. There's no
I'm
shame.
gonna pull my shirt down
There's
when I notice him.
there's no shame in losing to one. And the fact that you're alive and well and you won is perfect. I mean, you got to test yourself solo against a dragon, albeit a young one.
Yeah.
I think Mom would be proud. I don't know about Dad.
Well, we can't all be perfect in his eyes.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'll be sure to share with them your victory, if you're okay with that, whenever I see them.
Yeah, sure. Is our uncle Elkis and Archer here?
No, they unfortunately I got separated from them. Well, not really unfortunately, it was my own doing. And you know how Elkis can just kind of teleport. I miss the teleportation home, so I'm taking the long way. So they should be back. But yeah. At this point, Ander will kind of realize that he's now a third wheel. And he'll just kind of smile, pat Pavin on the shoulder. It's good seeing you again, Pavin. And he'll walk up to you, Akka. You're impressive. I knew you were strong, but went up against a dragon. It's pretty rad.
Thank you. I surprised myself even.
Well, that's good. It's always good to be surprised in one's own talent, especially if that talent brings you to something as illustrious as taking on a dragon. So, congrats. And by the way, I'll keep up with all of you after the ceremony, but the ship is almost done.
That's good to hear.
We'll talk about it later. Let's just say the hole in the center of the hall was a little bit hard to deal with, but we should be back in order in a day or two.
All right, well, I'll let everyone know.
I appreciate it. And you'll just see Ander just kind of like walk off, like shaking hands, and Pavin will look at you. Well, There's things that we should probably talk about, and he'll like pull up his arm, his sleeve, and you will see about half of his arm, of his forearm, covered in scales, similar to the color of yours, bronzish, pale bronze in color. I don't know what the heck's going on, and no one's telling me what's going on with this.
Ah,
And-
yeah. I don't know either.
Okay, I'm glad that we're both equally in the dark. I noticed it, and I just wanted. I noticed you covered it up right away. It's nothing to be ashamed of. But Dad's not saying anything, and neither is grandfather. So it's kind of freaking me out.
Well, nothing really bad has happened yet, so
No, I'm just afraid we're turning into dragons. That'd be cool, but... And he starts poking at his scales on his arm. Anyways. If I've learned anything, I'll let you know. I'll try to press Dad for more answers, but Dad's never had scales, has he?
not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Well, at least I know I'm not alone. Yeah. Well,
If I learn anything, I'll make sure to reach out to you.
oh, perfect. And he will reach into his jacket or his robe. It's kind of like a robe, but like it's like half shirt, it's like a half shirt, half robe. And he'll like reach into it inside a pocket and pull out a bright, like chartreuse sending stone. And he'll hand it to you. I just had this made. If you need anything, you can message me 3 times a day. Okay? And he'll hand it to you.
Okay. Thank you.
It's good. I know that, and I know it's a sore topic, but you're incapable of using magic, so I have to figure out a way to somehow get a hold of my sister. So
I'm gonna roll my eyes and be like, yes, thank you for reminding me.
I didn't mean it as a slight. You seem to be doing perfectly fine on your own. I'll see you at the award ceremony.
Okay.
And you'll see him kind of go and start shaking hands with a few other. One looks to be a. You'll look with your passive perception, and they're in close enough in proximity. It's a low enough DC. You see, as he turns around, there's a older man in what looked to be some sort of mage robes, standing next to another man, clad in full plate armor, and they're sitting next to each other. And you see him shaking hands with them. I'm gonna say, yeah, make a perception check, because I'm just trying to figure. Yeah, I'd say make a perception check.
12?
12. You can't notice any details on the man's face. His face is, you can tell he's older just by the gray hair that pokes down underneath his hood and out of his hood. You can see like just the like the ridge of his nose poking out of his hood. Can't really tell who he is or what he looks like. However, with a 12, you can see the man that's wearing full plate. You do see the insignia. It's an insignia you've seen before. And it is the insignia of the Artemis Paladins, and
Okay.
it's on his. It's the same etch in his armor that you saw as the Paladins that were guarding the Royal Library when you showed up in Artemis. And he's not hiding any features. He has like salt and pepper hair, older, probably in his late 50s, human-looking man, with a nice little scruffy chin, beard, black hair, and he has really, really, really like pale skin. almost anemic level of pale. But you see him greet your brother, and that's about all you can gauge from that. Unless there's anything else anybody else wants to do while they're waiting for the ceremony, we can get along with the ceremony.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Yep. I'm just sitting there, close to Ori. I'm not really saying anything because I don't get the vibe that he wants to talk right now. So
Don't really need to make an insight check for that.
yeah.
Or he's carving stick figures with horns into the bench in front of him.
Okay.
Thaddeus is just sitting at the table playing with this little box. He keeps like pushing his finger at it, saying, fuck, fuck, fuck. I hate fucking this shit. It's technology sucks.
Okay.
Dangerous and suck.
I think Thaddeus needs a stress ball, honestly.
All right. So as the night moves on just a little bit, you hear a hush over the crowd as the main announcer, small goblin man wearing the gaudy clothing, almost like a Elvis-looking wardrobe, steps out. And you hear a light rumble of cheers start to kind of like a little bit louder than a golf clap as he walks out. Yeah, he walks out. All right. Well, we're here to announce our first through third place for both events. Give him a round of applause, and the crowd will start cheering. First off, all contestants have been handed their prize money, and we appreciate your entertainment for the night. First off, we'll be announcing the Man versus Beast competition. So please, put your hands together for our third place contestant, and you would have been, ushered, Vaten and Elka, you have been ushered down into the tunnels along with Zane. For our third place contestant, a man of very little words and an expert with fire magic, Vaten. And people are like, yeah, Lizard Man, let's go. I'd say with your passive perception, you hear pretty much every compliment, but there's also a few like, what is he doing here? A little bit of undertoned discriminatory statements. But as you walk up and stand on the podium, and in second place, we have the fearsome little warrior right here from Arbington. Put your hands together for Carl. And you see the little halfling man kind of like walking out. His armor is a little bit too big for him. He kind of looks like a child in it. As he walks out, and the armor is not the same armor that you saw him wearing during the fight. It looks like ceremonial armor he had put on that is not enchanted to form fit. So he walks out and he stands up, and people give him a cheer, and kind of like Vaten, you clock people being like, look at his armor. Just taking jabs at him. And in first place, the mighty little warrior from our room. Put your hands together for Elka, who took on a young blue dragon and almost won, mind you. Yeah, Elka. And you just, Elka, you look up and you see your brother from the other tunnel, full hearty clapping for you. Along with Ander, who's standing right next to him. And Zane, you are ushered to another tunnel along with brain doing a brain thing. With Ezra, the paladin that you had fought. As you're ushered up there, along with Ezra, and then you also start to see the other contestants from the semifinals, or quarterfinals, sorry, and you're a little confused as to why you're there. And as you're ushered up there with Ezra, you see the dragonborn man that you had fought, Akani Rathis. He kind of nods at you, and he just kind of, I don't know why they're bringing all of us out here.
No idea.
Beats me. And Elka and Vaten, as you're standing up there with cheers in your hand, you're both, Vaten, you're handed what looks to be a bronze medal. Made, you look at it, it's a metal. It's solid metal, but it's looks like really cheap, like bronze mixed with like iron. Just to be made to congratulate your third place victory, and on it is actually pretty nicely etched in symbol of a sword clashing with a paw, like a bear paw. But that's placed on your head and also handed to you for your third place victory, or third place placing in the man versus beast competition, is a ring. It is bronze in color, and it has what looks to be a tiny little red gem on top of it. It's handed to you, and without any explanations, it's just handed to you in a nice little ring holder. For the second place, you see them hand him a dagger that is bejeweled in some ways, lightly bejeweled, like looks to be silver handled, more decorative for sure. And then they walk up to Elka, and Elka, they hand you a rapier. It is a rapier that is golden in color, with chains hanging down from the handle. And there is a knuckle guard like most rapiers have, but it's a knuckle guard, and on that knuckle it is it is etched in fine detail. Do you read Elvish?
No. I just have Sylvan.
I'd say make an intelligence check for me real quick.
15.
15. You look at it. You don't know how to read Elvish, but you can recognize it as Elvish. And there is one word that you do recognize because it is one of the most common words used intermingling and between Common and Elvish, and that word is victory. So you can read out what seems to be some sort of like different, like a different spelling of victory, but you do recognize the language as Elvish, and also put on your around your neck is a golden, looks to be a medallion, definitely not pure gold, as you look at it, made out of iron, a little bit of gold. It's definitely gold plated, but nothing too fancy. Everyone give a round of applause for the man versus beast competitors, and for everybody that competed before them. Yeah. And as you are escorted out into the tunnels, you hear a hush over the crowd as they start to set up, instead of 3, they bring out what look to be more podiums. and a total of 8 podiums are brought out. And a lot of people are really confused by this. You could see the overarching confusion settle over the crowd. And as they bring these out, all right, that's enough. We're doing this a little bit different this year, since we had so many incidences than normal, and so many brilliant fighters. We figured we'd honor our top 8. So, in 8th place, a man that almost lost his life. Luckily, was able to be brought back and is here to take his 8th place spot. Put your hands together for Holmes Bogon, and you see the Gith monk that Ori had brutally eviscerated
Ooh.
walk out with a limp. His face seems a little bit more bruised and beat up than it was. But he is alive and he's walking, and he kind of steps up on the podium and kind of looks. Let's see if he sees Ori. He's gonna look up in the stands, and Ori, not being a hard person to spot, he looks at Ori and just kind of like looks at you and smiles and nods. Ori.
He's not paying attention.
Yeah.
He's looking down still.
Let's see here. Why don't I have... Let's see here. I have all these names written down, but... Here we go. So, in 7th place, who made a valiant effort against our champion, Ander Newgate, we have Milana Guegon, and you see the Minotaur woman stand up on the 7th platform, and you see these things are made out of wood, you can tell, and you just see her hooves kind of like sink down into them slightly because of the weight. But she steps up and stands proud. In 6th place, in a match that shocked everyone, put your hands together for our former champion of the ring, Omar Stone. And you see the half-giant man walk up, and he, instead of standing up onto the 6th ranking, he stands in front of it, and he just doesn't even look at anybody. And in 5th place, for the person who we had seen, who exemplified strength within this arena. Someone who went toe-to-toe with a person known as an archmage. Put your hands together for Zane Rona. Zane, yeah! And Zane, they usher you up to the 5th place spot. All right. Now, in 3rd place, in 4th place, got my numbers mixed up, we have a man of mystery. This man fought bravely in the ring, and with his cool single strike hits. Put your hands together for Hashiba Ono, and you see those samurai-looking man stand up in 4th place. And in 3rd place, Archmage Akani Rathis, and you see the Dragonborn step up into 3rd place. In second place, we've now learned the older brother to our first place in the man versus beast clash. Put your hands together for Pavin Burningheart. And you see Pavin put his hands out and all excited. And he hops up. He literally bunny hops up onto the second platform. And in first place, a man who needs little introduction. The sky ship captain, a man that has been legend throughout these parts, Ander Newgate. And you see Ander just kind of like walk out, not even excited, just walk out stone face, stand up on first place, and look out at everybody. And then he flips everybody off. Long story short, so we don't go through what everybody gets. Zane, you are given what looks to be it's like a medallion. It's not like a medallion that everybody else is wearing, but you look at it. Make a actually, you know what? Yeah, make a history check.
Yes. Check. 15.
15. You look at this coin. It's not the same as the others that you've seen. Different markings, different deity markings, but you can gauge that this is a Revivify coin.
Oh, okay.
Walking up handed to Pavin, you see what looks to be a short sword handed to Pavin, and it is in similar fashion to the rapier that was handed to Elka. Instead silver coloring, bejeweled, and as he grabs it, you see the blades start to grow a thin, like, purple hue as he grabs it. And then they walk up to Ander, and before they can even hand Ander what they're gonna give him, you see him look down at the person handing up what looks to be now this giant. Looks to be like a greatsword. They hand it up to him, and he grabs it. Thank you. And you'll see him point the sword out, pointing it right at Thaddeus, Vaten, basically the group, but primarily pointing it right at Ori. And he just, he yells, "Ori, put your head up."
I'm sorry, who said that?
Ander, in the center of the ring. He has a great sword in his hand, looking at you. He says, "Ori, raise your head, for this is the sword that I will beat you in our next duel." And he will sling it back on his back. As that happens, Ori, make a wisdom saving throw.
I think my wisdom's a +1. Yeah, 18.
18. For some reason, you feel invigorated as he points at you. You notice him say your name briefly, and then any doubt that you were having, at least for a temporary moment, it doesn't last for a long time, but for a temporary moment, you do feel your mood shift as he points at you with that sword. And
What kind of mood?
from a somber, don't want to talk to anybody mood to just almost like weightlessness. Just not a bad weightlessness like you felt when you were dying, but more of there's no stress on my shoulders. There's no reason I should be stressed. Almost a very relaxing feeling washes over you. But as the ceremony ends and people are handed their prizes, everybody is ushered out of the arena. Eventually, the crowds cheer, and eventually, the booze that had once been drank had been mugs have been left where they were at, and you start to see the event organizers start to walk around and clean up. Some using magic, some using just brooms. And you are all escorted out into the city of Arbington. It is now 10-ish at night. Darkness has fallen over the city. What do you guys want to do?
Taking. I don't know if I'm muted or not. I am not. Okay, cool. I'm going to take a quick look at the ring in particular. Does it give me any sort of hey, it's actually, you know what? I'm going to kind of retcon a little bit, if I may, and ritually cast Detect Magic while I was in the stands waiting for the other prize thing.
Specifically looking at this ring?
Yeah, looking at my ring specifically.
Okay.
Elka's rapier, if she offers it to be looked at. I know I won't be able to identify it, but I will be able to tell if it's magical.
Both. So the ring is kind of lights up in a dull greenish hue. And coming from the gem specifically, you do see a little bit of like red light coming off of it. You can tell the School of Magic with Detect Magic, so you can see that as an enchantment of some sort.
Okay.
You look at Elka's sword, and you see two forms of magic coming off of it. One from the hilt, and one from the blade. From the hilt, you look at it, and it has a similar green glow coming off of it. And then when you look at the blade, you see almost like a bright blue hue coming off of it. The hilt is enchantment magic, but the blade is conjuration.
Do you mean evocation?
Conjuration.
For no, for the ring and the hilt.
Sorry, the hilt is enchantment.
I don't think that's a school of magic unless I'm drawing a huge blank, which I might be right now.
I'm pretty sure it absolutely is, yeah.
What school?
Oh, okay.
Enchantment, yeah, it is. So, yeah.
Okay, my bad. Don't mind me then.
Yeah, so enchantment...
yeah. Okay.
The ring and the hilt are enchantment, and the blade is conjuration.
And what I was thinking. Okay, got it. Cool.
If you wanted to figure out exactly what that is, what these are, you'd have to take them to an appraiser or find someone who knows the identify spell.
Yep. I'd probably just risk it, put it on and attune, and assuming I need to attune.
Okay. Yeah, these are both attunement weapons or attunement items.
Do I still have that ring?
You're
Or did
gonna
I give that away.
You're gonna have to remind me which ring.
The luck ring. Did I give that away?
I don't think you did. No, I think you still
I'm
have.
looking through my inventory.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, unless you did and I'm forgetting, I'm pretty sure you still have it.
Because I think no, I didn't give it away. I asked Zane's Zane's mom or dad to look at it. I think that's all I did with it. I still have those books, so I think I'm gonna try to sell one of those books in the ring.
Okay. Well, it is nighttime. I don't think you guys have found. No, this is still your first day in Arbington. You guys still haven't found a place to sleep. So if you wanted to spend time looking for a place, or if you wanted to ask around, you could certainly do that. But at least, yeah, I know you guys hadn't found a place to sleep yet. So, if that's first on your mind, you could do that. Also, reminder that Ander did tell you that the sleeping on the ship was available, since it is in port right now.
That would be my preference, but I'm not wandering off from the group in the city because
Understood.
city.
Yes.
I would be
So-
doing the same.
Yeah, save my boatloads of money.
So, magic shops are closed.
Yeah, it's about 10:30 at night right now.
Oh, okay, I'll just go tomorrow then. I'll go to the ship then with everyone else.
Can I back up for just a second?
Sure.
As we were walking out of the event, would Thaddeus have noticed anybody that had seemed to have won a lot of money and presented themselves as somewhat intoxicated?
Make a perception check.
This is going to be difficult because I can only see half the words. Did that roll?
It didn't. No. I can roll for you if that make it easier. Oh, there it goes.
Hold on.
Yeah, first one. We'll take the first one. 7. Unfortunately, you look around. There's a lot of people as you're walking out, and nobody that you can see. I mean, there's quite a lot of drunk people, and nobody that you can see that is flaunting money or is dressed well and being drunk. It's kind of hard to tell just because of the crowd.
All right. I'll just continue to follow the group.
Okay. So, you guys are making your way to the ship?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you walk about, you get being told where to go. They said go south. Or Anders said go south. You do eventually make your way down into the Arbington Harbor, and there's a shocking amount of people around the harbor at night, still working. You begin walking and trying to spot the Lily wherever it is, and eventually, I'm gonna say, I hate to say make a group perception check because Vaten's passive perception is fucking wild. I'm going to say,
Got to do what I got to.
I'm gonna say make a group perception check. It just feels so weird because yours is over 20. It's like most things that you're going to be able to see. Wow, you guys are rolling like crazy.
Like me and
Don't worry, I'll roll bad for you.
me and Zane roll the same a lot. I don't know, for like just checks.
Still need a roll from Beep and from Alara. Oh no, did Austin walk away? I think Austin walked
He
away.
might have.
I'll roll. His perception's a +4. He, I think it's +4. Do, do, boom, boom, boom. Beep's passive perception, or Beep's regular perception, sorry, is, it's +5. Beep rolled an 11. Alara's perception's ridiculous, if I remember correctly. That is, if Roll20 will ever open up her character sheet, that would be great.
Probably a 7 or an 8 like mine. Would be a guess.
Nope, +6.
6. Okay.
But she
mine-
rolled a 23, so. All right, so yeah, it doesn't take much time at all, given the overall perception of Vaten. But with all of you looking around and the hubbub of everyone working, you see massive ships that are much bigger than the one that you've been traveling on. None of them sky ships, though. You don't see any sort of like catalyst to push a ship upwards. It takes some time to look around, and eventually you see to the west side of the harbor, you do see a shipyard with using this ship as where the Lily is docked in the harbor, seemingly still being worked on as you walk up. As you guys are walking up there, you do see a what seems to be a young, like an older. He's young in the face, but you can definitely tell from the age marks on his arms and from like the sunspots. It's hard to tell if he's like really like an older man or if he's just a young man that's been out in the weather a lot. But you see this. You see this like human man. He has like a his hair is like silver, but you can't tell if it's from aging. It's just pure silver. And he has a beard down to his gut. He has a beer belly. But his face looks young, and you see him barking out orders of people working on the ship. And you do see Ander kind of standing there, arms crossed, just kind of watching on the dock. So you guys are you guys gonna walk up, or are you gonna sit there and watch?
Or is he gonna prop him? He's gonna prop himself down, and just kick his feet in the water for now.
Okay. Eventually, the presence of your group is noticed by Ander, and he just kind of like looks at all of you, and looks at Ori. See him kicking his feet in the water.
He's gonna play boomerang with his axe.
Okay,
just gonna whisper the command word,
throwing it up into the air and then whispering it back. Yeah,
casually. Yeah, nothing. He's not like it's like casually throwing it up. Nothing crazy.
As Ori starts doing that, I'm just gonna take a wide berth and just kind of huddle to myself.
Fair enough. Okay. Ander sees you, and he kind of like gestures for you guys to walk over. You know, you are technically at this point part of this crew. You have to be shy. Come on.
Do we get a salary?
Well, no, I'm flying you around for free.
Keep throwing his axe.
And I gave you guys part of my and anyways.
Yeah,
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Come on. What? I thought you guys would have found like a inn or something to stay in. What are you guys here for?
What a Jeep. What a Jeep.
Oh, you want to sleep on
This
the
one
boat?
does not like. This one does not like public buildings.
I should have seen this coming. Okay, let me ask the harbor master. Hey, Dwayne, is the ship going to be worked on all night tonight, or are you guys going to bed at some point? And you'll see like now he turns around, and as you get a closer look at this guy's face, the beard is definitely salt and peppery, and you now see what's hidden by a really, really he seems like he definitely moisturizes type of deal skin. But he has rosy cheeks. Kind of reminds you of like a Santa Claus, just bigger and bigger beer gut. And as he turns around, you see his belly is hanging out. He's only wearing a vest over his shoulders. And he'll look. Oh, these are the people you were talking about. Yeah, they'll be. These guys were just getting the stuff that make the things that make the thing fly. We're getting that to work, and then we'll be out of your hair. Oh, okay. Will they be able to sleep on the ship? If they're okay with hammer noises for the first 2 hours of their sleep, then fine by me. It's your ship. Okay.
I'm going to sleep over there. No point, like, this way.
Okay. Or he just gets up and walks away.
Yeah.
Assumingly with Alara on your head, probably already sleeping.
It's like he's like dragging the like the flat part of his axe on the ground. He's like kind of hunched over.
Is he okay? Looking right at all of you.
Who's asking?
Andrew.
Andrew. Okay.
No,
This one does not think so.
he's
Ori answers from like 80 feet away. No.
I was gonna ask the real perception to hear that, but I thought it'd be kind of funny.
They're not trying to hide it. Your passive perception's high enough, sure. Oh well. Okay.
I only rolled a 2 there.
Okay, well,
Damn, Jesus.
plus 8 for perception. Man, Vaten's a observant one.
My passive is 11.
What is your passive perception now? 22 or 21?
23.
23. Fucking hell.
Next level, it'll be 24, I think.
Does it go up a level? Oh, because of
Proficiency bonus.
yeah, because of proficiency. Oh my god. All right. God, you're gonna see the gods at this point. Jesus.
Looks up, sees Zach.
You have now gained the ability to break the fourth wall. Congratulations. Andrew will kind of look at you, realize, well, you guys can get on the ship if you want. You heard the man. They're going to be working for another hour or two to fix the crystals. Well, I don't even know what to call him. The dude in the dragon armor. He kind of did a number on the ship. So
I believe they call them floor tanks.
motherfucker.
Took me a second.
Asshole.
And if only had like area of attack.
Suddenly, a Sinian drops from the sky with a metal chair.
Should have thrown more fireballs. He wouldn't have moved.
Well, feel free to sleep. I'm gonna stay in an inn. There's a really, really nice one down the way. It's called the Thick Palm Tavern. Good place to drink. Good place to sleep. They have a lot of rooms. The lady that owns it is a really, really nice lady. So if you guys want to come follow me there, you're more than welcome to. Rooms are on me if you want.
Free rooms and no noise.
Well, I mean, if you're paying.
God,
Yeah.
didn't like half of you just get a bunch of money or something? And didn't I just give you money from my own? Whatever. All right, Dwayne, I'm gonna head off to bed. You guys wrap up when you want. Okay. As he continues pointing, and you get the sense from this human man. He's definitely the boss, but he's definitely like the like any stereotypical construction like project manager, just sitting there with his hand on his head, pointing.
Those guys are low key like cool. I don't know.
Yeah,
They're nice.
generally pretty nice. Yeah. But they go back to work. The ship is being worked on. Ori, are you at this point gone?
We're just gonna start chopping these trees down.
Okay. You don't need to roll a strength check. It doesn't take you that long. I'm gonna say.
Well,
I'm
he's
gonna
he's
stick
gonna
with
do it till
Ori.
he feels like he needs to sleep.
Okay. What's up, Button?
I'm just gonna stick with Ori. Not hiding, but not like engaging. Kind of just letting him have his space, but
Fair enough.
not letting him and Alara go off alone.
Okay. I'm gonna sit.
There's-
You're chopping down trees outside of the gate of a major port city.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to roll a stealth check.
He's not trying to be sneaky.
Oh, you're not trying to be sneaky? Okay. Well,
Just cutting down trees.
it takes about 2 minutes of you starting to cut down the first tree. You've probably already cut. As you go to cut down the first one, you see a guard on the wall. Look down. Hey, what are you doing?
What's it look like?
Those trees were planted there for the city. Why are you cutting them down?
Because I want to. I think we have enough trees.
Make a persuasion check.
I would call that intimidation.
Or intimidate, yeah.
No, he's not trying to be intimidating. That's pretty good. What's my persuasion? My intimidation is super high, but he's not trying to be intimidating. It's persuasion 23.
23. The guard looks at you. Don't cut them all down. And then he'll just continue his rounds. Realizing, after taking time to look over you and see Vaten kind of hanging in the shadows like a weirdo.
Oh, I'm not hanging.
Or he's gonna look at the rest of the trees and be like, I'm not gonna do all that. That's too much work.
Or sees Vaten kind of sees the giant ass minotaur with the axe. And sees
Is
the lizard man standing behind him.
Is Vaten trying to hide, or is he just kind of?
I am not. I am not trying to hide. I'm just kind of here.
Ori will look at Vaten and say, "You want to make a fort?"
You'll see Vaten smile, like you've almost never seen him smile, and he'll just, yes.
So
Building a fort.
I'm going to say fort building doesn't necessarily fall under performance. I'm going to say it falls under survival, I'd say.
Yeah, I could roll survival for that.
Both of you roll survival, or one of you could roll with advantage.
Yeah, Vaten could roll advantage. I think actually my survival's +7. What's yours?
Oh yeah,
This
plus
is
8.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And just
roll-
take my first one, and you roll.
Yeah, that's fine.
You roll one too.
Okay.
Partially because my first one was better, but
Did roll 20 change the font? They did.
25.
20, much better. A lot better.
jeez.
7 better than
That's me.
7 better
Yeah.
than Vaten's.
Yeah.
Like an expert house builder. You build up a fort the best you can. It's a nice little lean-to that you lean against. Yeah, that you lean against the wall of the city, and it looks nice. Not bad at all. Especially for, or you've had your experience building small little shelters in the wilderness. And Vaten, you're no stranger to having to fend for
It looked
yourself
like
and
It
build
looked like
shelters.
a log cabin, like a small log cabin.
One that's
Maybe like
20. If you're how many trees are you cutting down? Because that's why I said it's a lean-to.
nothing huge. Maybe like I mean enough to fit the 3 of us.
You'd have to cut down like 4 or 5 trees then.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, so you chop down 4 or 5 trees outside the city and you build yourself a nice little log cabin. After about 4 hours of work,
He'll put the branches on the top.
right about
and make,
there.
like, He'll carve into like the next to like the entrance Ori, Vaten, and Alera's house.
Okay. Hold on. Let me mark. We'll just say it's right about there. There you go.
We've changed the map.
House.
Too powerful.
We'll see if that's there whenever you guys ever come back here. I'm leaving that drawing there.
Okay.
Ori. Hold on. Oh, I fucked up now.
Erase it. It's okay.
I can't.
Yeah, actually, Ori fucks up like writing, so it's fine. He'll just fuck up like writing it, so the scribbles are canon.
Yeah.
I have a dog in here. I have the dog in here.
Alera and there we go.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There you go. Gets impatient at the last one.
I was gonna say don't put an E in house, but it's fine. He's not illiterate.
Yeah, there you go. House.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, so you guys, it's now canon. You guys have a small little wood shack outside of the
the beginning of an empire.
Oh my god. These brave heroes that saved the world from utter destruction. This is where they built their house.
Such a
Humble beginnings.
Yeah, such a humble end for our heroes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna live in a shack after saving the world.
I mean, do you want me to just buy you a house?
Shit, high roller over here. Jesus.
You can charge it to your uncle.
Can we let's just ask him to buy us like a base of operations.
You do realize that if you remember correctly, the a reward for finishing this quest you're on is a keep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that. I don't know why I forgot.
Nope, you already got
Thursday.
yours now, Ori.
Yeah, that's the keep right there. That is your keep. Did you know
Can I
that?
fly?
Did you know that? Did you know that floating castle costs 1.25 million gold pieces?
That was chump change for Elka's uncle.
He's not made of money.
He's not that rich. He's,
I can pull some strings. I don't know.
He's got good credit.
When you realize that 1 gold is enough for 3 days worth of work for your average commoner, yeah, that's puts it into perspective.
It's really funny to think about because we're paid like hundreds of thousands of gold for doing something.
Well, it's also for, I guess, for this case, you are, going and trying to find a mythical item.
We're like celebrities.
Yeah, but still, like 3 days. I'm gonna calculate this. Hold on. You can carry on.
Okay. As all of you, as everybody else follows Xander along to the Thick Palm Tavern, you're immediately greeted with the smell of alcohol, but also a smell of cooking meat.
Ugh.
It sounds good.
But as let me see, I think there is a tavern sound. Hold on. There is. There you go. You walk in, and it is a fairly packed tavern for the night. You see all sorts of people, primarily orcs and half orcs, drinking with the occasional human and halfling, and the occasional half elf hanging out, and all joyfully drinking their nights away and drinking their pay away. A lot of what you would consider sailor type people, people that work on the sea. As you walk in, immediately you're introduced, or you're met with the grinning face of a older woman. She's kind. You just see her eyes are very kind. She has just a very nice aunt personality is the best way I could describe her. And she just kind of looks over all of you and, well, welcome on in. Welcome to Thick Palm Tavern. My name is Ellie. Can I get you anything?
Just a room.
Rooms. Oh, Ander, how the hell have you been, young man? I haven't seen you in a couple of years. Well, yeah, I know, Ellie. Hey, these are my friends here. They're kind of part of my crew, if you would. Do you have any rooms available, as my tiefling friend asked? Well, let me see here. And she starts counting. There's minus. Let's see, there's 5 of you. Do all of you want your own room? I got vacancy for all 5 of you if you want.
Yes, please.
5 rooms? Yeah, totally. All right. Well, that will be a total of how many nights?
Anders, put in the bill.
How many nights you staying? 1 night for right now, Ellie. 1 night only? All right. Well, that's fine. Ander, since I like you, how about we do, for all 5 rooms, how about we do 4 gold? Done. And you'll put down 5. Did you guys win dinner? Anything?
I'll take dinner, but I'm gonna take it to my room.
Okay. Ellie's one of the best cooks here in Arbington, so I'd recommend anything she cooks. You're damn right I'm the best. That's why so many of
I'd
these
like
sailor
to-
folk come here.
Like a meat and cheese platter, and then a good strong ale. And if they could bring that up to my room, please.
That can be done. And what was your name?
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus. That's a funny name, but that'll be brought to you immediately, Thaddeus.
You can call me Mr. Sterling if you prefer.
Is that your last name?
Yes.
His father's name.
Honey,
It's the house that I was brought up in.
honey, we call everybody by the first names here in this tavern. We're like family here, so you just go up and get yourself comfortable, and I'll bring you up your meat and cheese platter with some wine. All right?
I'm just not used to having my name insulted, that's all.
Oh, I meant meant nothing by it. It's just I never heard that name before. It's interesting, unique.
You ever heard the name Noetic?
Has she ever heard the name Noetic? Noetic. Actually, yeah. I have heard the name Noetic. There was a bard traveling through here about 8 years ago when went by that name.
Really?
Yeah, funny, kind of a funny drunk elf fella. About yay tall, and she points to about the right height of Noetic. Why, you know him?
Very close friends of mine, but we've lost contact. If you got a free moment in a bit, once you get the food, if you'd like to talk to me and share what you know, it'd be very helpful for me.
Well, absolutely, I can do that, no problem. And let me get my let's see. And she like bangs on the back door. Hey, I got some conversing to do. All right, so make sure you run this in tip-top shape. You got that down, Mike? Yeah, I got that down. You hear that from the back kitchen. All right, well, you're gonna have to be the last one to bring stuff up to, since I want to make sure all your friends are taken care of first, if that's all right.
Oh, that's plenty fine. I wasn't expecting it, and now I've got to put my head back together. Actually, make it 2 ales for me, please.
I can do that. I'll just I'll bring you up a small bottle. I rolled a really high history check for her, so that's why that's happening. All right. Anything else for the rest of you? I mean, I got his order. Do you want food? I mean, you say you wanted it up in your room, Mr. Tiefling man. What's your name? Hello. And she starts waving her hand in front of Zane's face.
Sorry, I've had a long day.
I was just asking you your name. I need it for the order.
Zane.
Zane. All right, Zane. Well, I'll make sure. Is just anything particular you want, hun, or
Whatever the special is today.
one house special? I can bring that up to you real quick. Anybody else? Anybody want food? Anders, just I'll take a house special with some ale if that's fine. One house special with some ale coming right up. She'll look at you, Elka.
If there was anyone in the tavern that we would recognize, like
Make a perception check.
seven.
7. No. You don't see anybody. Just a lot of rough-looking individuals. None that seem to be too dangerous. Just a lot of like seafaring folk. You know, sailors, pirates, that type of person. But nobody you can just quick glance can't spot anybody you recognize other than your group.
Okay. If you have any fresh vegetables, that would be lovely.
Let me see here what I got. And she starts looking. I got celery, I got carrots, I got potatoes, I got lettuce, I got. You just want a whole hodgepodge of stuff?
That would be great. Yes.
All right, honey, I'll get that right to you.
Pickled cabbage is good too.
I do have some cabbage. Although I assume you're asking for vegetables because you're a vegetarian.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the cabbage that I cook is in animal fat, so I assume you probably don't want that.
Yes, that would be fine not to have.
I do have raw cabbage if you want that. It's not as good.
It'll taste fine, I'm sure.
Okay, I'll add it to the plate. Anything else from you guys?
Actually, if you could add a bowl of that pickled cabbage, that'd be great.
Well, it isn't pickled cabbage, but it's cooked cabbage, and I can bring that up with your meat and cheese. All right, well, if that's it, and let me see here, Ander, if you're covering this too, the total will be another 5 gold, hon. All right, that's fine, and he'll put down 6 gold for her. See, this is why I like you. You tip well, and you're a gentleman. Yeah. And Ander will grab.
Thank you, Ander, sir.
Of course. We'll enjoy your rooms. Hopefully our ship will be good to go in the morning. They're going a lot faster than what they said they would, but I guess because I paid them extra to make it go faster, I guess that makes sense. But sleep well. I'm going to have a really stiff drink and maybe eat some food. All of your handed keys, you're brought up into your room. The rooms are nice. They're not like luxurious by any means, but they're rooms. They're basically motel rooms. There's a bed and a dresser and place to sit. There's a chair, like just a wooden chair in the corner. But after some time, Zane, she brings up your food. She's like, "Honey, your food's ready. I just hope everything's to your liking." And she'll hand you all the stuff that you ordered.
Appreciate it.
You have a good night. And
You
she
do the same.
walk over to Elka. Elka, I got a whole plate of veggies here for you. I don't know if you're gonna eat all of it, but I found what I had.
Oh, thank you. This looks wonderful. Anything I don't touch, I can return to you.
Nonsense. You keep it. Andrew's paying the bill.
Thank you.
And she'll wink at you and have a good night.
You too, ma'am.
Yeah, let me know if you need anything else. And she will walk her way now over to Thaddeus's room, and she'll knock. Thaddeus, I got all the things you want, and some details I think you may need to hear if you're wondering.
Do you mind if I eat while I listen?
Of course.
Oh, thank you. The food looks amazing.
Oh,
So,
you want to know about
tell
Noetic?
me what you.
Well, he came in here about, like I said, 7, 8 years ago. I'm trying to remember the exact date, but that's kind of escaping me since it was so long ago. I just want to make sure we're talking about the right person. Darker skin, like a silverish black hair. Seemed to be drunk all the time. Had a really pretty voice.
She's got a wonderful voice, a good complexion,
Right, yeah, younger looking fella.
petite figure.
Yeah, petite. He was about 5'5", 5'6". He had he was an elf of some sort. But
And he's part human too, I think.
oh, is he? Oh, I wouldn't have known that. If he was
You
had,
remember the eyes?
oh boy.
Did he have golden tinted eyes?
Well, he was wearing like tinted glasses last time when he was here, but she'll roll a history check. I can't remember his eyes, unfortunately, but I think we may be talking about the same person. He was a performer. He was traveling around. He looked like he was looked a little looked like he needed a stiff drink whenever I found him. But he played a few shows here at my tavern and moved on after a couple of weeks.
Did he ever say where he was headed to or where he'd come from? What his plans were?
Let me think.
And while you're thinking, I'm just going to throw some more ideas out you. Did he communicate with anybody else in town that may have known a direction on him? You have to understand this is extremely important to me. He is my best friend ever. We got
Right.
split up on a ship.
Well, let me think.
I'll pay you good gold for information.
The money's not necessary, hon. I'm just here to help. Let me think. I can't remember where he said he was off to. I know that he said that he was getting on a ship and he was heading south. That's all I can really remember. Where he went after that, that beats me. But he did say one thing that I remember pretty vividly, though. He said that whenever the sea song, whenever he'd hear the sea song, something like that, he would keep traveling, or I don't know, something about the sea and the song. He did sing a lot about the sea whenever he was here, but I don't know if that was just because he was by the ocean, he was feeling inspired as a bard, or if he had some other mission that he was secretly on or something. I don't know. I'm just a tavern keep.
Well, the sea is what saved our lives, and it's also then what washed us over with a wave and drifted us apart.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, hon. It's it's hard to be separated from someone that you love, but
In fact, they killed the first person in my life, saving his.
well, that ain't well, you certainly do care for that man. I wish I could offer you more help, but it's been so long since I've seen him myself, and he hasn't been back. At least to my knowledge, he hasn't been back here.
All right. Well, we'll be in shore of a couple days. If you can think of anything else, please leave me a note or ring me over at the ship. Or if you know somebody that knows something, send them my way.
I can.
I'm gonna give her 2 gold.
Oh, honey, and she'll take that 2 gold, and she'll look at it, and then she will open up your hand and put it back in it. I appreciate the gesture. And she'll look at you dead in your eyes. But I know what it's like to lose somebody. And if I can help someone find someone they care about, then I'll do it any time of the week. And she'll.
Well, thank you, lady.
And she'll put the gold back in your hand and pat your kind of take your hands into hers. And her hands are, as you feel her hands are really rough, calloused. And you can tell that she's a working woman. But as her hands are warm, and it just feels comforting. She's just a jovial, caring individual, and she'll just look at you dead in your eyes and smile. Well, if you need anything else, just don't hesitate to ask. All right?
I will. And now I know why Captain Newgate said this is the best place in town.
Well, I appreciate his words,
And I'm going to tell you a secret. I think he's got a little eye on you.
oh, I don't know about that. These old bones can't do much loving anymore, but they're certainly do some caring. So
He's not the best catch in the world either, but he makes you smile.
that he does. You have a wonderful night, sir.
Thank you.
And she will walk out, and she will close the door and lock it behind her, and well, not lock it, but she'll close it, and you'll hear it latch, and she'll be on her merry way. Austin, I know you were gone for a hot minute.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. It was a whole kitchen fiasco.
Gotcha.
One broken blender later.
Did the kitchen explode?
No, a blender exploded.
Oh,
Oh,
Did it explode
Yeah.
or did it
why?
explode?
I told you, you can't put a wrench inside it.
They were using it to make like these ice slushies, but the ice got caught in one of the blades and it literally blew the entire thing.
no, no,
I've never seen ice get caught in a blender blade, but it happened.
wow. Well, anyways, to catch you up on what's happening, I don't know how much you were here for. We're at the Thick Palm Tavern. Ori, Vaten, and Alera went off on their own and they built themselves a fort, unbeknownst to you guys. But you were brought into the Thick Palm Tavern, greeted by an Ellie. She's the human the human tavern keep owner of the shop, and she took orders, and you were all given rooms. I didn't do anything for Beep. I just assumed a house special would be good for him, and you were all brought up to your room, and now the night is yours. What's up?
I do want to bring up though, Beep does have a spell for making a tiny hut.
Is it
So
Liamon's tiny hut?
yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely for traveling through harsh environments.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I just figured, hey, free room.
Well, what it is it's a dome. It's a
No, I know what it is. I'm just saying.
It's a dome that can't be penetrated by outside forces.
Yeah, it can't be penetrated.
All right, calm down now. So the night.
This is a
Unless something
pre-stream
bites.
chat, so
It's all right. You're on speakerphone, and my mom heard everything you said.
That's okay.
tell
Good.
your mom said hi.
Hi.
I mean, I'm
She
sure
lives
she's
with
heard
you,
worse. She's
right.
probably heard worse from you.
That's true.
That's fair.
No, I'm actually in the office right now with the door closed.
Oh,
Well, the rest of the night's yours. If you guys have anything you want to take care of before you take your long rest, you can do that. But if not, we can go along with the long rest and get into the next morning.
can I talk to Watson?
Yeah, of course.
I would talk to you first if he wants, but
No, go ahead. I
okay.
just want to talk to Zane
Well,
if that's possible.
Oh, this is probably gonna take a minute, so you can go ahead.
Do I know what room Zane's in?
Yeah, you would have all walked up relatively at the same time. Your rooms are so the tavern itself. You go upstairs and it's just a long hallway of rooms on both the left and right. There's probably about 15 to 20 rooms inside this tavern, and all of your rooms were set on the same section of hallway across from each other. So you would know where Zane's room is. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go tap on the doors. Zane, if you're still awake, this is Thaddeus.
I will answer the door. Yeah. What's up, bud?
Got a question for you. You know those stones that you guys use?
Yeah.
Are you a person that could make me a set?
Like the heart core or ascending stone?
I don't know. Basically, I had a talk with her, and Thaddeus used to perform here like 7 years ago.
You used to perform here 7 years ago? That's pretty intense.
No, I'm sorry. Noetic. The drinks got my head twisted. Noetic you've heard me talk of Noetic, right?
Yep.
Okay. Evidently he was in town and performed at her at the Bar Hotel here about 7 years ago, and then he left. I'd like to leave one of those stones with her in case he ever returns, that she could just pass it to him and tell him to speak into it.
I would love to help you with that, bud, but I'm stark out of sending stones at the moment.
What would you need to do you make them? Do you buy them? I don't know anything
You
about
could
them. Is it something I
you
could
could
buy?
probably buy a pair.
All right. All right. Thank you. Now get some rest. I'm going to go back to my room.
Alrighty.
I'll go back to my room and finish eating and drinking and fall asleep.
Alrighty. Ori.
Or it's gonna, or like made a little fire at this point outside the cabin.
Okay.
So, Vaughton,
Yes, large one.
why do you travel?
This one has no home.
Everyone has a place to go back to.
This one was an outsider in his tribe.
Would you kill someone or?
Not. No. This one's tribe, this one's previous tribe was fearful of this one.
Hmm. Do you mind me asking, what did you do?
You almost see a tear kind of well up in Vaten's eye for a split second.
Oh shit! He'll grab like a leaf and hand it to you.
Take it, wipe the tear away. This one was hatched.
Hatched, like a turtle.
Like a lizard folk.
I did not know that.
Aye. This one was found in an abandoned nest. The clutch of eggs, other eggs were destroyed. This one's was not. This one was found by a wandering tribe in the desert. The tribe's medicine man took me as his own. This one learned some magics from father. And I'll kind of druid craft like the a puff of wind with some leaves in it, kind of floating around. This one learned some magics himself. Produce flame in my hand. The way you see me kind of conjure, pretty much all of my magic has been based off of kind of produce flame. but this one, though this one's father was well respected within the tribe, this one was too different from the tribe.
You look like any other lizard folk I'd seen.
This one's previous tribe were not lizard folk.
Hmm.
This one was the only lizard folk in the tribe.
So they kicked you out, or did you just leave?
This one left. This one's father was the medicine man for the tribe, but he grew old and died when this one could not revive him, could not heal him. This one was fearful that father's protection no longer applied, so this one left.
Well, maybe the rest of us can be your new tribe.
Did you notice, large one, when this one was introduced, this one originally called himself Vaten Ashleaf of the Ashleaf tribe. This one no longer uses Ashleaf as his name. This one would love this tribe too. This group to be his new tribe.
They're good people. Thaddeus is a little much sometimes, but so is, I guess, some other families deal with that too.
Aye.
He's a good man, though.
This one has seen that.
You know, Alara over there never really had a family either.
This one knows the feeling, and this one has seen how you take care of her. And respects it.
Yeah, she stumbled upon me beating a man to death with my hands. And I picked her up because she was red and I liked that color.
Large one, how many seasons have you seen? I'm basically asking how old you are. Just over the top.
About 20.
And
20 years.
when did you find the young one?
Not too long ago. A few months before I met all of you.
It is admirable to take such to care for someone as much as you do her.
You know, Vaten, when you seem the most responsible out of everyone else, you'll tell them I said that. And if you could, to take care of Valero when I'm gone.
Large one, are you leaving the tribe?
No, the journey I am on will most likely lead to my death.
Life always leads to death. How is that
Sooner than expected.
I'll kind of jingle. I have like 4 packets of diamonds kind of stashed in different pouches around my kind of robes and stuff. And I'll pull one out and kind of jingle it, and this one has prevented death before.
Perhaps you may prevent it once or twice, but I expect eventually my death to be permanent. I seek
Gonna kinda-
the...
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm just gonna kind of let a couple minutes of silence go at that, unless you say something else.
Oh, okay. Or we'll just go, I seek the death... Oh, I'm sorry, I was still talking to my actual voice. I seek the death of a individual that isn't human. And
Vonton, make a perception check.
As soon as my mouse actually senses down to where I can use it again.
Ori, you don't realize this, but as you are opening up and talking, Vaten, you see a very... almost every time the fire flashes and goes towards Ori's face, you see just a very, very faint, what looks to be a shadow standing behind Ori. But then you blink your eyes and it's gone. And with a 21, the details you can get on the shadow is very animalistic. You see horns on the top of the head. You see jagged fur, what maybe spines coming off of its back. And you blink your eyes and it's gone. And it's almost like one of those things where it's like, did I actually just see that, or was that just a fire messing with your eyes?
Playing tricks, yeah.
Yeah.
Ori will continue saying, the situation that happened in the Colosseum was his doing. And so, to prevent him from me killing more people, he must die.
This one understands. This one... How can this one help?
Ori will look a bit surprised, as just because he didn't really expect anyone to help. Perhaps try to bring me back when he kills me.
When you attacked Zane, that was him, correct?
Yes. When those things happen, I lose control and have horrifying visions.
This one could tell when it was happening. This one will do what he can to prevent you from harming our friends, our tribe.
I'd appreciate it. I don't want to kill any more of my family.
Let another couple minutes go by in silence. Just why do you wander, large one? To
Whoa.
find to find this foe, but if this foe has found you, why wander?
At first, I was running away from my tribe. I couldn't face them after what I've done, or what I did. Now I seek the death of this being. I fear that he may be too powerful for me to face, but I will die trying killing him.
You do not face him alone.
I do not wish for either one of you to die, so if we were to come upon this being then and death was imminent for any of us, besides me, I would ask you to run.
This one cannot make that promise.
Well, honestly, if you were to die, I don't think I would like Alara to be around the rest of the group, besides maybe Elka, but I'll say that like kind of sarcastically.
This one cannot speak for the others, but this one does stand by. You do not face this foe alone.
I understand. However, if there is danger, excuse me, I would hope you would all make it out of there alive. Whatever happens to me, I'm sure I have it coming.
Vaten will kind of spit on the ground at that. Look over at Alara and go, this one will make sure that the young one is protected. But do you speak Sabathian? Sabathian, sorry.
No.
This one has been called Vaten most of this one's life. Vaten is a curse insult curse in Sabathan. It means to go to hell. This
Have
one's
you ever-
former tribe. This one's former tribe has seen this one's affinity for fire magics and seemed to think it was an appropriate name.
Have you ever thought about going by a different name?
This one's father called him Weavra.
Does that have any meaning?
Wyvern. Dragon.
I believe that is more fitting.
This one appreciates that. It is difficult to hear one's name be changed for most of one's life. It is difficult to remember sometimes what father called this one.
Well, to remind you, I could start calling you that.
This one would like that friend Ori. Says it kind of like rolling it around in his mouth like he's not used to saying names.
Ori will like smile at that and say, "Do you know what Ori means?"
This one does not.
It means Ori. My tribe were very simple people.
There is a certain elegance in simplicity.
We didn't believe in last names. I think most of our names are a single syllable. A single syllable or two, rather.
Accurate.
Yeah, right?
You know, when I used to train with my brothers, they'd always beat me in, friendly duels and whatnot. But we were a tribe of warriors, see, but my parents and the rest of the tribe and my brothers never looked down on me for it.
That is good.
Actually, the first time I picked up a weapon, I kept dropping it every time I would swing it. I didn't know how to grip it very well.
What you learned.
Ori will kind of frown and say, "No, I only knew how to swing a weapon when I was cursed." I was best known in my tribe to gather food around the forest and help out, maybe fixing some tents, some houses, things like that, but I was never combat efficient. I was durable, though.
Fixing things is a noble endeavor.
Yes, and I was fine with that. Being in my tribe made me happy, knowing that I was surrounded by people who were accepting, even though I was no fighter. Do you remember when we first set off on our journey with everyone?
Yes.
And we were camping at night, and you heard screams from another camp.
One remembers.
That was me.
This one knows.
I assumed I didn't care to hide anything I did. I killed a mother, a father, and an uncle, one of their brothers.
Was that the entity taking over?
That is the man I am now. Today I feel a bit different. The act of killing as of today after what happened somewhat disgusts me. But tomorrow I will go back to how I was. I can already feel the urge of killing coming back. It's sort of like an addiction.
And this one assumes that killing of the newt would not help. And I'll summon my wildfire spirit.
You see like you've seen a few times before, a flash of fire. It's almost as if it comes out of the campfire, and you see a little red, like glowing little fire lizard crawling on the ground.
That probably won't satiate the hunger very long. Maybe for a moment, but the act of killing innocents feeds the hunger the most.
Well, this one can summon the newt twice per day. If it would help at all, simply ask and this one will do so.
I appreciate it. You know, when I was born, my eyes were actually blue.
What color are your eyes now?
Oh, they're like a reddish. They kind of look like goat eyes right now.
Okay.
Seems the curse has changed my physical appearance somewhat. What did I look like in the arena? I can never remember.
Zach, you might have to help me out with this one. It was just kind of a vibe that I got, right? Like I got like his hackles were raised and something like that.
His fur was standing up on end. His back was more arched than it was. he had steam coming off of his body. His eyes were a bloodshot red all around. His pupils were a dark black. Sorry, his irises were a very irises are normally black, but his were like pitch black.
Like Vanta Black.
Yeah. Almost as if his irises are starting to fade into his pupils. And his teeth were slightly more not as flat as they normally are. They were a little bit started to look a little more jagged at a quick glance. They like you'd blink your eyes and they were his normal teeth, and then you blink him again and then they're jagged. It was as if another form was trying to take over him. And the other thing that you saw was a red, kind of like a red energy, like a dark red energy, very close to his body raising up.
I think his eyes were also like slanted. His pupils were
Kind of snake-like.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and just kind of relay that to Ori. This one does not think most people would notice at the speed in which one must achieve in combat, but this one would.
I think if I don't die, I'd like to start a farm. Probably right here. I'd really bother the locals.
The guardsman on the wall did not seem to appreciate us.
There's enough trees. We're never going to run out of those. Well, perhaps it's time to sleep now. We got a few dragons to kill, I guess.
Very true.
Ori will kind of pour a bucket of water over the fire and.
Oh, I'll just snuff it out with Druidcraft.
Oh, okay. Well, he'll like a bucket beforehand, and he'll like be about to put it out, but then he'll see you do that and be like kind of nod and put the bucket down. He'll just go into the cabin, lay down and kind of set his weapons on the side and say, "Thanks for the talk, Vartan."
Ori. Thank you.
Anytime. What was his name again that you told him?
Weavra.
Could you send that to me in a message?
Yeah, I will move my food out of the way so I can actually type.
Instead of Ori will say, "Thank you, Weavra." He'll set a layer on like his chest and go to sleep.
Okay.
Put in my notes.
As
That's the pronunciation phonetic.
Okay.
As opposed to like how it's actually spelled.
Also put how it's spelled. For my sake, please.
Let me
I
look
think-
that up real quick so I'm not.
I think I have it, but just to make sure. All right.
Yeah.
Was you two wander off into sleep, you get a nice sound rest. Elka.
Eh.
As you go to fall asleep, belly full of good, actually very fresh vegetables, you fall into a dream that seems too real. You find yourself standing in a cave. And in this cave, you look around and it's cold. There's not a lot of light. And as you look around in the dim light that you can see, you feel your hair stand up on end. And make a perception check for me.
22.
22. You blink your eyes. And coming into view, almost as if someone's taking the blindfolds off of you, you see yourself surrounded by a horde of gold. 10 times, maybe even 20 times larger than the horde you saw on Arun. And as you look around, you see, with your 22, you see a very slight movement through the gold. You see these scales. You look down at your arm, and same color of scales that you have on your arm. This pale bronze color. And as these scales start to move through the gold, you see it's a dragon. But this dragon is bigger than any dragon that you've seen personally. It's bigger than the blue dragon that attacked you on the ship. And as it stands up and looks at you, its head barely lifting up out of the gold, it just stares at you. Its fierce orange, red eyes looking down at you.
Hello?
You saying common?
I'll say it in Draconic.
Saying draconic. Hello. It'll say in draconic very quietly and slow. I've been waiting some time for you, Elka. I was wondering when you'd stop by. And you'll see this shifting, almost serpent-like movement underneath the gold. And as this dragon fully stands up, it is not like any of the blue dragons you have faced, or even the spirit of the bronze dragon that you fought prior. This thing is almost like a hybrid snake and dragon, where its arms, the lower body of its torso is that of a snake, And as it comes up, it has no lower legs, but its wings spread out and its arms reach out, shorter than normal for a dragon. But its mouth is covered in what look like battle scars. And as it opens up its large jaw, you see jagged, sharp teeth that are normally of a dragon, but you see a few teeth missing. I was waiting for a good time to chat. I hope I'm not intruding.
Who are you?
My name will come in time. All you need to know is I'm always watching. And I'm always protecting you. And she'll, like, at this point, you see her, and her eyes, when you look at her face, dragons are normally fairly gender neutral face. You can tell from her voice, and tell from just her eyes. You just keep looking at her eyes. They look almost humanoid, but they're that of a dragon. They're slitted like a dragon, but you can't shake this sense that they're more human than they actually are, or more humanoid at least. I will introduce myself in time. I see you've begun sprouting my protection. And she'll point with her long, dangly arm out to your arm, your forearm, where your scales are growing. I hope.
So is
Go ahead.
so is my brother.
Ah, yes, your brother. He seems to be disconnected when it comes to the spiritual side of this world. It's been hard for me to contact him, but you seem more open to it.
I mean, I don't have magic, so.
Oh, child. Those born without magic don't need natural talents or even heritage to gain magic. But you could always gain it from a higher power, a greater being. But you've chosen not to. You've chosen to take up the sword. What is your reason for this?
I just need to prove that you don't need magic to be powerful.
Well, you have a daunting task ahead of you then, little one. One that is noble, though. Just know that my protection will save you in time. And she'll point to your arm again, and you start to see, instead of the few scales that have sprouted, it's now becoming more and more like pappins, as it's starting to cover a little bit more of your arm, is starting to grow. I do hope, in time, I could bestow some of my power to you once you've proven yourself on your quest. And she'll kind of like serpentine around. And as she unburies herself more, you start to see like she's very much like a kind of like a Chinese New Year dragon,
Okay.
but with arms. And she kind of like coils herself and looks at you. And now she's floating in the sky. Well, the sky, but above her hoard, and looks down at you. I sense conflict in you, little one. But that is okay. What is life without a little conflict? And she'll like wrap around, she'll start to like circle around you. Her long body. Her body's probably, if you were to take a guess, stretched out flat, her body's probably 150 to 200 feet long. And she kind of like wraps herself, and then she takes her tail and then touches your arm where the scales are. Do you want my protection? This is a choice you can make. I sense conflict that you don't necessarily want it.
Elka's gonna like look down, like thinking for a moment.
Scales are slowly growing as you look down.
If this is in my blood, then I would happily accept it.
Very well. And you'll see her take her tail, the very tip of her tail, and wrap it around your arm and basically cut it off right at your elbow. I will give you the ability in time to use my protection at will, but for now, and you'll see the scales stop growing right at your elbow, and now they now what once was heron gone fur on your arm is now this bright, like vibrant bronze scale. This ability, my protection, will eventually save you from that of a sword, or maybe even a smaller dragon than I's claw. Use it well. We'll be talking. And she will unwrap her tail and fade out. You kind of jostle open your eyes, and it is now morning. The sun is shining through the window in your room, and you haven't felt this phenomena in a while, since furred creatures tend to not sweat, but you do feel underneath your fur, going down your right arm, you do feel a bead of sweat that feels unnatural as it crosses your arm. You kind of glance down, and your arm, from your wrist to your elbow, just like in your dream, is now covered in bronze scales.
I'm gonna like touch it and like feel how hard it is.
It feels like you're... Maybe it feels equivalent to as if you're touching, say, like chainmail. It's hard. But you feel the touch as you touch your scales. You feel your hand grab it. It's as if your arm was there like normal. you look at it, and the scales are there. They cover the entire top of your forearm.
I'm gonna try and find like a piece of cloth or something that I can kind of wrap up my arm with, because I'm not sure I'm ready to discuss this with anyone.
Okay, easy enough to do. You wrap up your arm, and then I assume pull your sleeve over.
Mm-hmm.
You do feel, as you put your sleeve over the wrapped, it does feel a bit alien. And it feels weird. It's as if you're putting clothing over armor is the best feeling. It's the best way I could describe it. It's like if you forgot to take off bracers and put put your cloth over it. But you feel fine. Other than that, you feel like yourself.
All right.
Anyways, the morning comes to all of you. You have all taken a long rest. And the morning is yours. What do you guys want to do?
I'm in the market for more healing potions at this point.
Oh yeah,
I want-
that definitely.
Okay.
I'm gonna sell some stuff actually.
Okay.
How do I take the exhaustion off?
Oh boy. I
That
don't
was
know.
right side somewhere. I'll find it.
It's the cog, I believe.
Yeah. Rid of the cog.
You only you only heal one level of exhaustion. You have two, so
Okay.
yeah. So you still have disadvantage. No, I think it's level one
I
exhaustion.
think it's.
I will
think. Oh, okay. It's already changed.
exhaustion. Oh, it does it automatically.
Yeah, it says disadvantage on skill checks.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, disadvantage on skill checks whenever you're exhausted. Okay.
I've had to roll disadvantage for building that thing. My
Oh
bad.
man, it's fine. Whatever. You had help. I'd say it's whatever. Okay. So as you wake up, all of you converge, except for you look around and you do not see Ori, Vaten, or Alara anywhere. You do see Ander passed out at a booth with a ale cup in his hand and his shirt half off. And he seems to be sleeping in a puddle of somebody's vomit.
You
Ew.
should probably leave him there,
Yeah.
because I ain't touching that.
Fair enough.
I'm assuming Ori and Batan and Alara stayed at the boat.
I would think so.
Oh, should we go get them before we head into the market?
It would probably be wise.
Okay. Ori, Vaten, and Lara, what are you guys doing?
Ori wants to sell some stuff.
Okay.
I don't really have anything one way or the other that I'm looking to do, so
Okay.
Before Ori leaves, he's gonna carve in no trespassing.
Okay. I would write it up. I'm running out of room.
It's okay. I'll remember it.
Who was vomited all over?
Ander was sleeping in a puddle of someone's vomit in a booth by himself.
Oh, okay.
Looks like he partied a little hard, celebrating his win. Okay, so you guys walk out. You kind of start walking haphazardly towards the ship where you know the ship is, and you see Ori walking towards the gate to go up towards the bazaar, and you do see Vaten and Olair on his head, but Vaten behind him, walking pretty briskly, um, and you guys meet up there.
Hello.
Morning. Where did you stay last night?
Oh, me and Vaten built a cabin over
I
there.
didn't know you had the know-how to do such a thing.
I am quite capable, and I'll put his hands on his hips.
I believe it.
Plenty of trees around, so I cut down a few.
Makes sense.
Are you guys going into town?
Yep, we were looking for you before we did, though.
I got some stuff to sell. I keep forgetting I have these chunks of diamonds in my bag.
Should fetch you a good price.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys make your way into the bazaar. I assume the budding bazaar where you originally haggled when you first got into Arbington. So you're looking what items are you looking to sell, and just first, Ori, what items are you looking to sell?
Just got those chunks of diamonds, that ring, and 2 books. Tome of Exile and Starlight Codex.
Okay. So I'm sorry. What you said? Which ring?
It was I don't have it down my notes, but it was the ring where it's like the luck ring where you rolled like a d20. If it was.
Oh yeah, the ring of it's the ring
Okay,
of luck.
yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's gonna sell that.
Okay. So the chunks of diamonds.
I have 6 of those.
Large chunks of diamonds.
6 large chunks.
Okay. You take those to. There's not really necessarily a jeweler in the bazaar. You'd have to go closer to the central city to find an actual jeweler, but you do find people that are willing to buy them here. You find like a half orc man sitting there. He seems to have other random rocks sitting out, and he sees the 6 chunks of diamonds. Sir, I will gladly buy those from you if you're looking to sell.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Let me see them. And he's going to start looking at them. You'll cast Identify on them. You'll see him wave his hands. All right. So these are just diamond. Uncut. I've got 6 of them. I'd be able to give you my going rate per carat for diamonds. Which would be, let's see here, these are about 20 carats each. And they're unprocessed and uncut, so that affects the price. Per diamond, I'll give you 60 gold apiece.
Can I roll insight to see if I'm getting haggled here?
Yeah, roll an insight.
Oh, a nat 20, that would add up to 21.
21. Well, he's a merchant, and his charisma is going to be, his deception is going to be high. Even with a nat 20, which those aren't auto successes on skill checks. Are you rolling with disadvantage?
No. Thanks for reminding me. I forgot again. Okay, it's 18. That's not
Yeah, he also he rolled a 21. So he matched you, but with 8, he with an 18, he looks like he's telling the truth, but he's hard to read because he's definitely a businessman.
Hmm. How about 100 gold?
Okay.
These were very hard to get.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Nat 1.
Unfortunately, 60 gold is my running price for uncut diamonds.
Very well.
You can take them to a jeweler, but he'd probably tell you the same price.
Can I roll insight on that? Or just
Yeah,
Go.
you've already rolled with insight. He's
Okay.
kind of hard to read.
I'll just hand him over then.
Okay, 66 chunks diamond. That will be 360 gold for you, sir. Anything else you'd be willing to sell? Or I buy all sorts of things.
Are you interested in any of these 2 books?
He'll look at him. He'll cast Identify on both of them. He'll look at you, look at the books. I'm not much for cursed tomes, so unfortunately, no. You'd have to take those to... Well, I don't even know if anybody in this bazaar would buy them. You'd probably have to sell them to collector, if I'm being honest.
Do you know of any collectors around here besides yourself?
Does he know any collectors? Unfortunately, no. That's just... when it comes to books, I'm just not really one for you there on much information.
Do you kind of like look around, not really know what he's looking for? Do you have anything that would protect me in battle?
Oh, let's see here.
He's looking to increase his AC or something like that.
Okay. Oh boy. Unfortunately, I'm really just a gem trader, but I do have a few enchanted gems that I could maybe give to you that you could have someone make into jewelry. Let me see. And he'll grab what looks to be a red gem. Not quite a ruby, a little bit more milky in like texture and appearance. Not clear. This would go great for a ring of protection. But I don't have much in the way of enchantments here. I'm really just I'm just a gem trader. But these work great for these gems are primarily used for those enchantments. They're easiest to enchant.
Do you think it'd be cheaper to buy this gem or to buy just a ring with the gem in it?
Well, a ring of protection will run you... Zach looks up in his Dungeon Master's Guide.
Actually, above board, could a ring of protection be improved? Because I already have one of those.
Technically, yes, but it would be a very expensive enchantment. Ring of Protections, though their going price is anywhere from depending on who enchants it, if it's a new enchanter or anything like that, anywhere from 6 to 9,000 gold. This right here, I could sell it, this gem already cut, that you could commission someone to make a ring of protection, which would be cheaper.
Well, how much is the gem?
400 gold.
Does that require attunement?
Ring of protection? I don't know. I will tell you in a second. Attunement. It doesn't say anywhere about attunement, so I don't think so.
All right.
Maybe. I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case.
Okay, well, I don't want to get it if it costs attunement, but let me...
I mean, the gem itself is just a gem. It's a... To be exact, it's a...
Well, he wants to turn it into a ring. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about attunement.
Yeah, I'm on 5e Magic Shop and it's not saying anything.
Oh, it says a ring of protection also has saving throws +1.
Really?
Yeah, on roll 20.
No, I didn't know that. Well...
Okay, well, I need to change that later.
Yeah. I mean, I understand if you're not in the business of getting one made. It is a process and it does take a long time, as far as I understand.
How long would it take?
Oh boy, really depends on the enchanter and their skill level. Anybody around here? Oh, probably 2 weeks minimum.
Yeah, I don't got that kind of time.
Yeah.
How much was the gem again?
400 gold.
I'll just take it.
Okay.
Save me some time, I guess, to look for a different one.
Pleasure doing business with you, then.
All right.
Put in your inventory one finely cut garnet gem. Garnet.
All right.
Well, if you need anything else, just let me know.
Actually, 1 second. Okay. I have this other ring, and he'll take out the ring of luck. If you're looking to buy it.
He will cast Identify on it. Interesting. Magical item like this. Can I ask where you got this?
Does it matter?
No, I just want to know what country it's made in, and I guess it doesn't matter for enchantments. It'd be best to know if I knew who enchanted it.
Oh shit! Where was the? What was the country? It was a different country, right?
I think you got it in Ebrax.
Yeah, it was in Ebrax. Ebrax.
Okay, Ebrax. Good stuff. Good enchanters. I can give you. Oh, I can give you 500 gold for it.
I'll take it. I'll hand the ring.
All right, and he will hand you back the 400 that's already sitting on the counter or on his table, and add another 100.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
No thanks.
This one has a question.
Sure.
Could this one pay you a fee for you to identify this?
Oh.
I mean, I'm holding up the ring.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, let me check my pricing sheet for this. Okay, it'll cost you 15 gold.
Oh, you're gonna make me do complex math. by which I mean slide over 15 gold.
All right. And he will sit there. He'll sit the ring down and cast Identify on it. And he looks at, well, it looks like you, my friend, found yourself a nice ring of evasion.
Hey, I got a question.
Sure.
Real quick. Sorry.
You-
Would a death save count as a saving throw?
Yes.
Okay, so I get +1 to that.
You have a ring of evasion. Let's see here. It's random every day. But if you really need to get out of the way of something, it just kind of makes you succeed in getting out of the way. So if it's life or death, it's good to have. You do need to attune to it, though.
Thank you.
Send you the description of that.
Cool.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna put my new rapier up there. Be like, could you identify this as well?
Oh, weapon identification. Sure, give me a moment. Just blind other. Okay. For weapon identification, it's going to be 20 gold.
Okay. I'll slide over to the gold.
Okay. Cast identify. Interesting. The sword doesn't have a name, but it does give you the ability to what's that spell called? My dad taught me one time. Falling. Whenever you're falling, it makes you weightless. Feather falling. That's what it is. One time a day, by the looks of it, you can use the sword to cast feather falling on you and 5 other people. That's for the hilt. Now the blade. Ooh, this is interesting. Interesting indeed. There it is. I have this written down. I'm just trying to find it. And of course now my Google Docs is being slow. Okay. Okay. This allows you to use the sword's action. There's 2 spells in this bad boy. One of them gives you the ability to use what's that spell called? It gives you the ability to use Entangle once a day on any enemy that you hit, and it will restrain them. Of course, they can weasel their way out of it. And then the sword also has the ability to summon a, well, to be blunt, it can summon a fey being. Like a fairy or some shit like that.
Do you happen to know if there's something specific about that, or just any fey being?
It's you have the ability to use summon fey once a day. The spell summon Fae. Yeah, thank you. Bingo.
I can't just like summon my brother, right? 'Cause-
No. These are Fae spirits. These are yeah.
He said Fae being, so I was like,
And
it's gonna fuck with my brother's day.
He's some random street vendor. He doesn't fucking know.
Okay.
I will send you the. I have that item made. I'll send it to you here and after the end of the session.
Okay.
But it looks like it's just a normal rapier after that.
Oh, well, thank you.
My pleasure. And you do have to attune to that. I should tell you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, is there anything else? And Todd, yes. He could check the wand and the armor if you want.
I'm trying to mute because my phone picks up the stuff.
You're fine.
Yes, I have this this wand and this armor, and I'll pull kind of both out of my bag, or the armor part way out of the bag.
Oh, okay. Let me, if you want me to enchant that, wand and armor. It's gonna cost you 30 gold total for both of them.
That's fine. I can do that. No.
Okay.
Hand him 30 gold.
Okay, so he'll go for the wand first. He'll cast Identify. I know exactly what this is. This is a wand of smiles.
A what?
You heard me. It's a wand of smiles.
What the hell does that do?
Well, I'll tell you. 3 times a day, you can use this wand to point at someone, and let's see here. You can essentially make someone smile ear to ear for 1 minute, 3 times a day. You just have to point this wand and say the command word, which is ironically smile.
I'll do it in a minute. No, you have to use my keys are on the desk. My keys are on the desk in my room. Okay. Is it worth anything?
I'd give you 100 gold for it. They're pretty common magical items. They're seen as trick. You know,
Can anybody use it? Could I use it?
absolutely anybody can use it. It's you don't have to attune to it. It's just it's kind of a gag magic item. Pretty cheap.
You know what? I might think I keep it for that.
Okay, and then
What about this armor?
you can cast Identify on the armor. Interesting. Well, this is a half plate. It's made out of all sorts of iron and metal. Looks like there's some silver. Looks like there's some platinum melded into that. Steel. This half plate kind of it gives you a bit of protection over the table. It's a +2 half plate.
Damn. That's pretty good.
And
Yeah, but I can't wear it.
I wouldn't be the person to sell this to. If you
I could.
but if you wanted to sell it, it's you get a pretty penny for it.
Like when you say pretty petty, how many shiny little things would I get?
Oh boy. Well, with a enchantment like this on it, a couple thousand gold easy.
All right.
Sell
I'm
to the
gonna
right
throw an
person,
extra-
that is.
I'm gonna throw him an extra gold.
Much obliged. I appreciate it.
quick question. I see you have some gems. Do you have any sending stones?
I do, in fact, sell sending stones. It's actually one of my main gimmicks. Main thing I can enchant. What type of sending stone are you looking for? Are you looking for a once a day type of sending stone? Or are you looking for how many times a day are you looking to use sending?
Basically, it's a sending stone that I want to leave with someone. I'm looking for someone else, and there's a very rare chance they might, in 2 years, walk in, and that person would hand that other person the sending stone, and so once a day.
Okay, well that's easy.
Maybe twice a day. I don't know what the cost is, so maybe like a couple sets of these.
Well, my price, for once a day, it's gonna run you about 1,000 gold for both stones. If you want one that you can send 3 messages a day, it's gonna cost you about 5,000 gold for both stones. For the pair.
It's just for one set.
For one set, yes. It's a difficult enchantment, but it is well worth it. Though once a day is 1,000 gold.
But if it sits and collects dust for 5 years and somebody picks it up 5 years from now, they'd still be able to send a message on it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's you can only use it once per day. It has a 24-hour recharge. But they can send a message back. So how it works is, say you and I have stones, each have a stone. I send you a message. You hear this message. You get a ding in your, say it's in your satchel there. You get a ding in your satchel. You pick it up and you hear the message. Then it gives you the ability to speak back a message of your own that the person sending you the original message will be able to hear back.
All right, let me think about it. How long are you going to be here today? We're going to run around. Maybe I'll stop back by and pick one up. It's a little more money than I planned on spending, and if I can offload this armor for the right price, then I would definitely get some from you. But if you could lower that price, certainly appreciate it.
Vaten will drop a fat sack of gold on the counter.
You beat me to it.
Three sets, please, of the singles.
Okay, big spender over here. And he will grab 3 sets and put them down. 3 sets of sending stones. There you go.
I will give 2 sets to Thaddeus and keep one myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good night.
Well,
my one interaction, my dad walks in. What was the? Oh, I missed what. But
you got 2 sets of sending stones.
you have Todd. You have
Wow.
You have 2 sets. Yeah. Vaten just walked up and paid fat stacks for 3 of them.
And I kept one.
I don't know what to say. Thank you. Did you want the armor?
No.
I would like the armor.
All right, we'll talk outside the shop.
Well, it's a tent, but yeah.
We are outside.
Oh, stop it!
Or he looks around a little bit confused.
We're in. Never mind.
We're in outside, yes.
We're in the outside.
Yes, we are in the outside.
Yeah. Well, I'm technically inside, but yeah, you guys are outside.
If we're outside, does that mean we're inside space? Is this like if you were to walk?
I'm way too
confusing
sober.
myself.
I'm way too sober for this conversation, guys. Just saying.
It's too early too.
Yeah.
I haven't even killed anyone today.
What?
I'm gonna try to push Ori out of the tent.
Okay, bye.
Time to leave. Bye. Good to
Thank
see
you.
Did you get bulkier? Why are your arms harder?
What?
All right.
Looks up pricked me.
You gonna cry about it?
Are you?
I could use a good cry. I'll be back.
Are you okay? I see you. Did you injure your arm? I do see you have it wrapped
No,
up.
I just pointed out an
Oh
observation.
no, it's fine.
Oh, you're talking to her. Yeah, I'm okay. Ori's always fine.
But we know that.
He says in the third person.
No one gives a shit about Ori.
Oh, stop it. Yes, we do. For God's sakes.
Ooh,
That is,
I'll let you-
I'm clearly joking.
Okay, so this armor, evidently, if it can go to good use with somebody,
I would gladly take it off your hands.
Wants to make Zane harder and harder to hit.
Yeah.
I will let you have it, Zane, and we'll just figure something out with the value of
I'll get you
2,000
some
gold.
sending stones.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Give me a day or two.
That's fine. That's fine. You can have the armor now. If you die, I get it back.
Well, clearly, I wouldn't be owning it anymore at that point.
And I'll take a few other things from you, too.
I would expect nothing less.
So we can deliver them to your mother and father.
I'm sure that's the reason.
Yes. That is the reason. Oh, I hate being sober. All right. The next thing I would probably do is go with the group, and I'm looking for.
What do I call that armor?
It is just a +2 half plate. There's no magical enchantments other than the +2, which is it just gives you a +2 to your AC.
I'm just gonna. You're just gonna see something very odd come from me, like from the group. You're just gonna kind of see me like pull my armor off like it's nothing, and then the other one will just fuse to me like my old armor was.
Yeah, it's almost like a, it's like Zane pulls off his armor in like a liquid motion. It just, and then re-solidifies as he grabs it, and then he merges it back onto him.
Is your armor made of soup?
Oh, only sometimes. It's only when I touch it.
Ori will poke it. Oh,
Yeah.
Just hard armor. Yeah.
Should we call you Mr. Campbell?
It's
Oh.
soup for my family, okay?
Ooh.
soup.
Tastes like onions. I'm gonna lick it. Does it taste like onions?
Tastes like metal.
What's it taste like?
Everybody takes 7 points of psychic damage for that bad joke.
What?
What?
I
What bad joke?
it.
I'm just
which
kidding.
one in
What?
particular?
Which one?
The Campbell's
Finally,
joke.
some good fucking
Oh, the
damage.
Campbell's. That's a good one. I don't know.
Can I go? Can we find somewhere to stock up on potions?
Potions.
I'm
We don't
gonna
have to
s-
RP it out either.
No,
Just
I'm
tell me
gonna-
what I know.
How many potions do you want, and how much? What types of potions?
I might get one.
I want
I'd
4
like
more greater.
Okay, that'll be 400 gold.
I would
Okay.
like. Jesus Christ, where are my potions on here?
How much
At
is the
least-
superior?
Yeah, how much are the superior ones going?
500 apiece.
I'll take one.
I'll take 2.
Okay,
I'll take 4.
2,000 more gold for Elka, 1,000 for Zane, and 500 for Ori.
What the fuck would that be?
Okay, if I get 5 of the greater, how much is that?
500 gold.
How much are regular
500.
health potions?
50 gold.
I'll take 6.
So, all right, just because we're using the buffed potions home rule. Regular healing potions are 44 plus 4.
Yeah.
Graders are 64 plus 6. Superiors are 8d6 plus 8. And if you guys want to spend 5,000 gold on a single potion, the supreme healing potions are 5d10 plus 20.
I'm good.
I'm gonna
good.
steal it.
Wait,
Just
How
kidding.
much
I'm
was
not gonna
it?
do that.
5,000 gold for a supreme healing.
What does that heal?
5d10 plus 20.
Good
Jesus
lord.
Christ.
Imagine buying that and rolling all ones. Imagine how disappointing that would be.
That'd be fucking awful.
I'd be so sad.
Well, if you do it on an entire action, you get the whole.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
You get 70
I
healing
mean,
from yeah.
Is there anyone here who can like upgrade my mithril armor?
Cough.
Well, you have someone in your party who can. Over
Wait, you can
time.
upgrade. Oh,
I just
yeah.
want more AC.
Zane can do a +1 AC in a week.
Yeah.
Can he stack that? Like every week I can get him to do more.
It only stacks up to 3 for full plate, I believe. It might be 4. So technically yes, until the enchantment will just automatically fail.
Got it. Splint armor too, not full plate.
Oh, it's splint armor. Yeah, then splint armor is max enchantment is +3 on splint armors. So for AC, you can do for everything up to plate. Everything up to half plate. You can do +3. Half plate and full plate is +4. However, there you sacrifice. You can only have 4 enchantments on a piece of armor total. So you're sacrificing. For full plate and half plate, you're sacrificing an AC slot for something like a resistance enchantment. So, and it really depends on the armor.
Okay. Or is there anyone who has like plus armor rings that I can buy?
Those would be ring of protections, and yes, but they're expensive.
Like how much for like a +2?
A +2 ring of protection?
Yeah.
Well, seeing as a +1 is 6,000 to 9,000 gold, a +2 is
Yeesh.
expensive.
It's a good item. It gives you +1 AC. And...
12,000 gold for a +2 ring of protection.
That makes my penis soft.
I can fix that.
Hey yo.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
can
for
I
the
look
show.
for a +1 then?
Yeah, you can. I'm gonna say roll an investigation check. Just because you're looking for a very specific item in a big city.
Nat 20.
You can easily find a +1 ring of protection, and it's actually on sale right now with that nat 20. It's going for 6,500 gold.
Are there 2?
There's only 1.
Damn, fuck. I was gonna ask Thaddeus to steal it.
Can I persuade them? Can I persuade them to drop it to 6?
Roll a persuasion check.
Can I help?
I don't know how much an exhausted Minotaur is going to help.
That would be intimidating.
24.
24. Yeah, 6,000 gold.
Okay.
We don't need
real
to
quick,
reveal that.
That's fine. Out of character. What is 300 platinum pieces in gold?
3,000.
Is it 3,000? Okay. So I'm just gonna. I just want to remember that. So, but okay, 6,000. So that's +1 ring of protection.
I forgot. Elka's fucking stacked right now.
Yeah, not anymore.
Not
You also
anymore,
have
but it was.
You also have add a +2 to all saving throws, by the way.
No, it's a +1 ring.
Oh, it's plus. Well, normal ring of protection would be +1, so it would be +2, right?
Well, no, it's just a normal ring of protection.
Oh,
what she's
okay.
asking
Oh,
for.
okay. I thought she got like a.
Ring of
Okay,
protection is
never mind.
naturally a +1 ring.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. So +1 to saving throws and +1 to AC.
Got it.
Um, cool. Anything else you guys want to buy before we get to leaving port and then ending session?
I'm just looking for a little leather bag that I can put one of the sending stones in.
Easy enough. Leather satchels. Oh yeah. You can find just a standard leather satchel for 5 silver.
Okay, I'm gonna grab that, and then I'm gonna return to the inn that we were at. Thank the lady for her services, and just say, could you please just pin this up to the wall with the name For Noetic.
Absolutely, honey. I'll take it and keep it safe.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have safe travels. All right, come back.
Oh, I wanna buy a fishing pole.
Okay, I actually don't know how much this costs. Let's just say 1 gold
All right.
for like a pretty good, well-made fishing pole. Some of your size, a good, nice big deep sea fishing pole.
Yeah.
Did I have a fishing pole on the boat, or was that the other campaign?
That was the other campaign. That was Nate's game.
Oh, okay.
Your minds are getting.
I'm
melted
telling
together.
you, Putris and Thaddeus are slowly combining together.
Becoming one person.
I
I need
mean,
to talk to you later, Todd, about your character, by the way,
that's probably a good idea.
I was.
because you're super drunk.
Yeah.
And also, Thaddeus is slowly becoming Scottish as the night goes on, which is really funny.
Yeah.
But all right, well, unless you guys have anything else you want to do, we can move on to the boat being ready, because it is ready as of this afternoon.
I'm good to go.
I just messaged you about just wanting to sell some stuff.
Oh yeah. You get 15 gold for that.
Okay.
Just remember to mark it off so you're not.
Yeah, I'm deleting it from my.
So you're not screwing over my economy here. Infinite money glitch, forgetting to delete items from your inventory.
We
No,
found gold for a while. I think we're kind of short.
All right, so you guys, you sure you don't have anything else you want to do? Going once, going twice.
I think I'm good.
I'm sure I'll think of something the instant we leave town. So
We
I'm
can
good.
we can retcon it, and you can take the gold off if you buy something,
fair.
because D&D allows that. All right, so you guys make your way back to the boat, and it is now fully complete, and it is built. It is starting to hover slightly. You see the catalysts on the side of the boat start to hum. You can hear the hum that you're used to hearing as you fly through the sky. Anders sitting there, kicking his legs in the water, kind of copying what Ori was doing the night prior. He sees you walk up. Oh, well, we're good timing. We're getting ready to ship off. I was actually just about to send you a message to the stone.
Oh, I
You
just had
feeling okay there, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine. Great. I did wake up in some puke, which was gross. I don't know whose it was. I hope it was mine.
That is pretty disgusting.
It is gross.
I also hope it was yours.
Yeah, I really
You-
hope it wasn't the
You
orc
did
I was
jump in the
drinking
lake,
with.
right?
I hope it wasn't. I think it'd be funnier.
Well, I didn't jump. There's not a lake, but I jumped in the ocean and washed it off. Yeah. Rustled a shark while I was at it. That was fun.
Okay, George.
He says with a big old grin on his face. Well, if you guys are ready to go, I think all everything's all ready to go, and I think Dwayne has everything fixed. So
Thanks, Dwayne.
you just see a tired as shit looking Dwayne on the dock. Yeah, no problem.
Dwayne,
Just gonna toss him the copper.
I'm gonna hand him a
Thanks.
platinum.
Wait, you really are our rock.
You know,
And
I've only known you for 2 days. That's why I appreciate you. And he'll take the platinum. You are very kind. And the copper. Thank you.
I'm gonna pull my cloak over, disappear, and then I'm gonna steal this knapsack.
Okay, so in front of everybody, you're gonna pull your cloak over and go invisible.
I'm kidding.
Okay,
Take his
just
closed.
just-
I'm gonna
It's-
step off to the side first.
just double check. Well, you're on a dock system, in a open
I know.
dock. just there's certain levels of timing when using your cloak of invisibility that you shouldn't have
Ori,
at
stand
all.
here. I'm gonna run around behind him, put it on, and then
Or does it move? But you just run around behind him, and disappear.
Andrew just looks at you. What are you doing?
Standing.
Well, anyways,
practice.
let's get on board, guys. Let's get up into the air. Where are we going, Keister?
That's our first stop. Yep.
Cool. All
We
right,
gotta
let's-
find Alan.
Oh yeah, that fella. I forgot about that. Okay. Well, Keister it is. Hop on board. And he'll walk up to as he's walking, he'll walk up to Dwayne, and he'll put a small little bag of gold in his hand. That's just for being awesome and also keeping you on. You've done a great job. So I think a little extra gold for your help is great, and also next time I'm in here and I need repairs, I hope we can make something work. I think that will do. And all of you hop onto the boat, getting ready for liftoff. You are on a familiar place. For the first time in a couple days, you're back on the Lily of the Sky, and you feel the engines start, or not the engine, they're essentially the engines, but the catalyst, the crystals start to glow and hum. You feel the wind start to take up underneath the umbrella-like or parachute-like cloth that keep the ship afloat. You feel a weightlessness for a second as the ship begins to rise up out of the port. And you find yourself in the sky again, heading towards a familiar place, Keister, where all of you took on your first job together. And that's where we'll end tonight's session. All of you leveled up.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Oh, finally! I have
didn't even-
level 3 spells.
We didn't even have to do anything.
You
I
fought
did fight a fucking tournament, bro.
You fought in a tournament.
yeah.
You fought in a tournament. You you guys did a lot actually. You guys fought against the dragoon looking guy. You fought
Fight some dragons.
You fought Torben. You guys fought a dragon, multiple dragons. Yeah, you guys did a lot during level 8. So all of you are level 9 now. Let's before we end it, let's roll hit dice real quick. Oh,
Yeah, let's do
If
it.
you want to Nate, if you want to roll for Alara, you can do that.
Oh yeah, hold on.
She's a D8, I think. Yeah, she's not
That
bad.
sucked.
Remember, you reroll ones.
Our proficiency bonus goes up. Let's go.
Your proficiency bonus does go up.
What do we add to that? Or
It naturally does it when you go and update your level to 9 up in the top.
That's my.
oh,
do I lose
it'll
the-
auto roll.
Oh no! Oh, sorry. For the for the HP, you add your constitution bonus.
Okay.
Do I lose my exhaustion from leveling up?
No, you're still leveling up. Doesn't get rid of exhaustion.
Okay.
Nice
that's
try
fine.
though.
I was just wondering. I was
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah, no, it's just another long rest and you'll be good. Yeah,
8
so
pog.
nice.
Oh, what's I think it's a D10.
So Thaddeus, your HP goes up by 5 with that 3. Elka, yours goes up. I don't even know what your constitution is. It's like +4, isn't it?
92.
Only +2.
Only +2. Still 7. 7 more hit points is nice.
Really good.
I'm curious about Ori.
I'm looking at the fighter.
We
real
get
quick.
3rd level spells and
Level 9. Oh, we get Domitable. Cool.
Yes, you do.
Ooh. Nice
Uh,
roll.
Let me roll for HP. Also,
You also get +1 to your HP roll because of what's it called? I think, right? The
I think it's tough. I think it's. Let me double check it.
What?
buff. Your hit point maximum increases by amount equal to twice your level when you gain this feat. Whenever you gain a level thereafter, your hit point maximum increases by additional 2 hit points. So you get another 2 hit points on top of your dice roll.
Yeah, tough is cool.
Zachary, I'm
Yeah,
so sorry
I'll
for what I'm
grant you.
about to do to you.
I'm excited about higher level combat, guys. Like I gave you guys a taste of it during the tournament. That was kind of the goal, just to kind of show what it's like to fight other player characters.
I rolled a 10, so that would be
No, I'm sorry for what's happening right now to you.
What the fact
Because of
13.
I just what I get at level 9, you're gonna fucking hate.
Let me look.
It's armor modification, my guy.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
So I got that +2, and I'm about to get another plus a bunch.
Oh, you do get a specialist feature at 9, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You're an armorer, right?
Yep,
So you also
Hey,
get
Zach.
hypnotic pattern and lightning bolt.
I sure do.
What's up, Todd?
Do I have a character sheet?
You do. You
Because
should.
I think, well,
Yeah,
I
well,
don't know what I just did. It's gone and I can't open it.
Oh shit! I see that. Rutro.
here's what happens for me, Nate.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
gonna have to. Oh boy. Okay.
Did you delete his character?
No, hold on.
I think my
It's
dad's
still...
Apple computer ate it.
No, it's still here.
No, Nate, I can at level 9 artificer thing, you learn how to use your artificer infusions to specifically modify your arcane armor. That armor now counts as separate items for the purposes of your infused items feature. Armor, the chest piece, boots, helmet, and the armor's special weapon, which is my gauntlets. Each of those items can bear one of my infusions, and the infusions transfer over if you change your armor's model with the armor model feature. In addition, I can infuse 2 extra items if they are part of my armor.
Todd, do you remember what your roguish archetype is? It's either assassin or thief. I can't remember which one though.
So
So
we're just
we're
a
just-
walking tank now, or
I have a 26 AC now.
Actually, I'm pretty sure.
Jesus
I-
fucking Christ!
Thief.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that
like-
was assassin.
Assassin.
Guys,
okay.
can you hold on for 1 second?
Yeah.
So we can get this.
Yeah, I
I
got it.
Yeah.
may have deleted my sheet.
No, you didn't. It's still
Okay.
here. I guess it's just weird.
Are you sure it was assassin, Todd? I thought it was.
You were arcane trickster, were you not?
No, he can't use spells.
I don't know why I thought that.
Wasn't I psionic?
Oh yeah, you were. That's right. You
Soul
were your soul knife. Yeah.
Oh.
You're +5 HP. Thanks. Soul knife row. Yeah.
I now have 126 hit points.
Apply changes.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. There you go.
I have 92.
I have 98.
You just say
Tough baby.
it was a character. I'm guessing it was a character mancer thing, but yeah, you did it. You're good. It also updated everything
Okay.
for you, so you have yeah, your character sheet is updated. My dog is being a noisy
All right,
little
I'm
shit
just gonna
outside
log
my room.
off of this because I don't want to screw it up again. So
Okay.
I'll deal with it when I get back on Tuesday.
Okay. Ah, God, dog.
I am just going to get this all updated before I go to bed.
How Come on in, you noisy little
I have a
thing.
plus 14 to athletics, by the way.
Jesus.
Jeez.
How do you
That's
have a
even
How do you have a plus
Plus
14?
8 to acrobatics.
Wait, time out. How do you have a plus 14 to your athletics?
Let me
me?
add it all up.
No, I'm talking.
Me or Todd?
He's getting yelled at.
My mom thinks I was hurting my dog or something.
How dare you?
No, he was sitting there like crying outside my door because my door was shut and he wanted in. Plus 14. How the fuck is it plus 4? So plus 6.
Because I'm double
Ooh.
proficient.
You're
I
double.
think.
My spell save DC went up by 1.
Why would
me
you
double check it.
be double proficient? I'm trying to think that. So 6.
So 6 plus 4 plus. Hold on.
Athletics and intimidation proficient. Is that what it is?
Because I think I went double proficient in athletics.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right. I remember that. Yeah, so it says it right here. Double proficiency in athletics and intimidation. So technically,
to acrobatics.
Your intimidation. Yeah, that's right. So 2 plus 2 plus 8. Yeah, is 10. That work? Yeah, it says it right here. Athletics and intimidation proficient. I forgot. I let you do that.
This is gonna be fun next time we fight people.
So plus 14 in athletics is dumb. Like, it's fucking dumb. Like, literally.
He fucking lifts, bro. He fucking sucks at, like, everything else on the list, so, I mean.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like,
Intimidation and athletics are your strong suits.
Yeah.
Survival's good, too.
He's pretty good. Yeah, he's good at survival and persuasion.
And acrobatics.
He's got 1s and 2s and everything else.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I'm just strength build.
Straight strength build, yeah. 126 HP at level 9 is ridiculous.
Tough is crazy.
I know.
I love it. I saw what's this Grog get it in Critical Role, and he has like 300 HP by like level 20 or something.
Yeah, he has 306 HP. It's
He's
stupid.
also a barbarian, so he'll have more than me, but still, tough is great.
Imagine if Ori was a barbarian and had rage. Ridiculous.
That'd be cool.
Dream.
That's a fun one.
I hit the wrong button.
Okay. All right. Well,
lightning bolt seems nice.
I have it marked down to send both Todd the Wanda Smiles description and
I still need a description from you, by the way.
For what?
My necklace of fireballs.
Oh yeah, shit. Okay, I'll spend time here, and I'll spend time after I end this, and I'll do that. I'll be right back.
I need to roll for Alara.
Oh yeah, do that real quick. Just tell me what she rolls.
And I think that's everything.
58, so.
Hey Zach, good luck by the way next session that we play to try to kill me.
7.
So 7 plus probably 0, or maybe 1.
She has a 17 con. Actually.
Oh shit! So she has a +3. All right.
She has more con than me.
Plus 10 for her HP. Nice. So if you get update for that'd be great. I'll be right back. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. A little bit of a level up session there. Again, just as a reminder for those that are coming in late, I feel like I'm pointing at you like a teacher with a pen. There will be no Tales of Ammriel episode next week. I will be gone all week. We will be resuming the first Sunday of June. And our first anniversary is coming up soon. But, yep. Anyways, Corgan, thank you for hanging out. I'm glad your internet's working later on in the night. I will catch you guys in 2 weeks, and we will see where this group gets off to heading to Keister on their next adventure. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.